What's good, people? My name is Connor, and welcome to episode 1 of the Winter Bulk series. So today, in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to set up a bulk and the biggest mistakes you should avoid when setting up and going through a bulk. Currently, I've been not cutting necessarily, but I've been staying pretty lean and working out a lot, running a lot. I did Spartan races. If you don't know me, did Spartan races over the summer. So I was very athletic, staying lean, fit, and it is time to bulk. The winter bulk arc begins today. Because today is day 1, I want to show you guys how I'm setting up my bulk, give you an idea of how to set it up for yourself. We're going to talk about calories, macros, a little bit on like foods and meals that I'm going to be having, training a little bit, how to determine, calorie wise what you should be at, if you should go on a mini cut during a bulk, when that's a good idea, when it's not a good idea, all that type of stuff. And I'm going to drop in a few pointers and a few things that I've experienced that are not good to do and things you should avoid, or things that most people avoid but you probably should do on a bulk. So it's going to kind of just be like a bulking 101 video today. We're also going to get a leg workout in. Yeah, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to go get a workout in about 20-30 minutes, but I want to get sipping on some pre-workout. So we're going to go up to the supplement cabinet up here, fully stocked. We already did caffeine this morning, so what we're going to do is reach back here for some pump. We're going to grab beta-alanine right here, and we're going to grab a little bit of this focus right here. So we're going to be doing 2 scoops of the pump, 1 scoop of the beta-alanine, 1 scoop of the focus, and we should be all good to go for leg day. So we're going to mix this up, and then we'll get through my number 1 tip of what you should do on a bulk that some people, and I'd say most people, probably try to avoid. That's good stuff. Alright, point number 1 that I want to make a lot of people avoid when bulking, but you shouldn't, is cardio. You definitely still want to keep doing cardio while you're on a bulk. It's going to depend a lot on you as a person and like your metabolism, how you handle food, calories, all that stuff. Me personally, I just naturally stay really lean, and so I won't be doing a ton of cardio while on this bulk, but I will definitely still be doing at least probably 1 day, maybe 2 days a week, and definitely getting a lot of steps in each day. Not doing cardio is a mistake I've made in the past, and it completely f***s you up. In a lot of ways, you've got to still be doing something for heart health while you're bulking, just because, especially with all the calories, and especially if it's sometimes a little bit higher fat, higher carb, it's not always going to be super clean. You need cardio to just make sure that your heart health is staying up to par. If you don't, internally things are going to start going out of whack because of that. And also cardio can be really good mentally, to kind of step away from the weights, do something different for movement wise, good for recovery purposes, especially after leg day. So making sure that you're still doing cardio while bulking at least once or twice a week is huge and definitely necessary. So the other 2 things that I want to talk about while we're waiting for pre-workout to kind of start hitting in as we sip on it are calories and how to determine your calories for a bulk, and training how that relates to bulking and building muscle and all that. So we're going to throw up a screen recording from the phone. 3, 2, 1. Okay, screen recording. We're going to go to the internet, and we're going to go to TDEE calculator. So this is total daily energy expenditure calculator. It's free. There's a lot of different ones. We're just going to click this first one, and what this is going to do is it shows you how many calories roughly you burn each day, which is obviously the number that we need to know for how many calories to eat in order to be like gaining or losing weight. So what you're going to do here is you're going to put your information in. I'm going to put mine in. Obviously, if it's you put your information in. So for me, 24. I also weighed myself in. We'll throw that little video up here. I weighed myself in this morning early, right after I woke up. No water, didn't consume anything yet, and we came in at 183, I believe it is. It was 183 or 186, I can't remember. Whatever this says, that's what it was. We're going to put 183. I am 6'2", and I'm very active. I'm going to put athlete because I walk a lot. What are the other options? Yeah, I'm going to put athlete. Body fat, I do not know like accurately, so I'm not going to put that because that could throw it off a little bit. So we're just going to do that. And for me, maintenance calories per day to maintain where I am at are 3,591, which if we want to round it to a nice even number, 3,600 calories, which is a lot of calories. Holy shit. Which for me, I have definitely been eating under that, especially lately with as much travel and being on the go as I've been doing. We've been eating way under that, I've most likely been sitting around probably 3,300 calories probably. So this is my maintenance. I'm going to actually screenshot that so I have that, and it gives a few different numbers here. Ideal weight, we're obviously bulking, and my goal for my bulking weight at the end of this, we're going to be bulking for about 3 months total. I'd like to try and get to 205. If I can get to 205, that would be nice. 200, 205 would be perfect. So we're scrolling through all this, and we get to macronutrients down here. So bulking, it's saying this is based on a 4,091 calorie bulk, so about 400-ish calories plus a day, and it gives you a few different options here. What we are going to be doing is, are we going to do any of these? Or is it higher carb, 50%, low carb, moderate carb? So we're going to be sitting in the middle here between this moderate carb, or we're going to really be sitting between the moderate carb and the high carb. We are really going to be going 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fats to start off. And so for that, we would slide over to my FitnessPal. Not that. I'm going to edit in my FitnessPal the calories. Oops. We need to go calories first. So we got 33 right here. So we're going to bump this up to 3,800 calories. We're going to go 40% carbs, 30 here, and be good. So that leaves us at 300. Nope, why did that not change? 3800. Okay, so we're going to be going for 3,800 calories a day which puts us at 380 grams of carbs per day, 285 grams protein per day, and 127 grams fat per day. So the big numbers that we're going to be trying to hit each day. This is going to be interesting, but yeah, 3,800 calories, a lot of carbs, a lot of protein. It's going to be a long few months. So we are going to finish sipping on this. We're going to get over to the gym for a wicked leg day. So let's get to it.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Load it.
Yeah. What? Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Leg day is done. We're going to talk through it real quick. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago. Finally warming up. It got really cold for a minute, but it's back to like 40s, 50s right now, which is super dope. But leg day. Didn't get everything, but got a lot of it. Been going more movement based lately than strict exercises. Really starting to see some leg growth finally after really hitting legs hard, which is a shocker when you, like, who would have thought if you actually train legs they'll grow. So we're actually starting to see some quad growth a lot. That's mainly what I'm it's mainly what I'm putting emphasis on, are quads. Then once we're able to get back into deadlifting, like true deadlifting, the hamstrings should start to make an appearance as well. Also, calves are really starting to show up, which is really nice to see after they disappeared for a minute or so. But and the second tip that I want to drop for bulking goes along with kind of the workouts, like I said, and it's focus more on movements than specific exercises. And so, like, to decide whether you're bulking or cutting. The training doesn't decide that. It comes down to the calorie intake. But I like focusing more on compound movements and like movements in general versus specific exercises. So like I'm really hammering home a form of squat, like a form of chest press. Like the main compound movements are what I'm putting a lot of emphasis on. Doing three, maybe 4 sets, kind of build up, rep focused. Then at the end, I'll take like 2 to 3 sets and kind of drop set it, or like drop the weight a good amount and just go to failure 2 or 3 sets and really hammer home those compound movements and really work on building that like strength with like the extra calorie intake. So that's what I would say for a bulk is the training doesn't matter that much, but focus on the main movements because you got the extra calories, so might as well use them to build some strength. We're gonna get a shake in and lunge. So I do shakes with this first. So I do shakes before my meal because I take glutamine, and with glutamine you want to take it before a meal. Obviously that's why I do that. And it helps with digestion and some recovery stuff, helps uptake of like carbs and whatnot. So get that in before a meal with like protein, obviously, and I throw creatine in my shake as well, but get that in before the meal, then kind of like a high carb, high protein meal after, and then we're set. So we're gonna mix this shake up, and then we are gonna do some turkey burgers for lunch. So I'm gonna get this going, then be back. So while lunch is cooking, I want to give you tip number 3 for bulking and something that you should do or should pay attention to while you are trying to bulk or on a bulk. And that is, don't go too high with calories too soon. Okay, and that's a big mistake that a lot of people, I feel like, make when they bulk, is that they jump right in with like a 500, 600 calorie surplus. And I don't think that's how you should go about it. What I'm doing is, my calories, like we said, were about 3,600 for maintenance, 3,600 for maintenance. So I'm going 200 plus to start. Then I'm slowly gonna progress up to probably around 4,000, 4,100 calories a day, which is a lot of fucking food. But I'm gonna slowly kind of add 200 calories every week, every 2 weeks. Initially, right off the bat, I'm gonna just stick with 3,800 probably for a month and just eat that for a month. Then based on how my body is taking that, reacting to that, if I'm gaining weight pretty steadily or if it's kind of not quite as much as I want it to be, we'll increase the calories from there. But start smaller and you can always add more. Jumping right in with high calories is obviously good. You'll see a ton of weight gain right off the bat. And you're definitely going to be getting yourself enough nutrients for like the muscles to recover and whatnot. But it's going to get exhausting very fast. Trying to eat a 500 calorie surplus every day, from not doing that, after like 2 weeks, you're going to be just dead. Eating is going to suck, and it's not an ideal place to be. So slowly build those calories up until you're at like that peak bulk. So like I would say, like for me, 2 months from now is when I'll be really like kind of like peak bulk, and that's when I'll be about 4,000 calories. But I'm gonna take 5-6 weeks to build my calories up to that, and along that time we're slowly gonna be building muscle, and adding calories in like that helps minimize the excess fat, excess calories that you don't necessarily need. So it helps you stay relatively leaner on the bulk, and so you're not putting on a ton of excess fat. Alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope it was helpful going over all the different bulking tips, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and just kind of showing how I set up my bulk. I'm looking forward to seeing how these next few months go while having the increase in calories and pushing, like the movements, specific movements that I like really hard. So make sure subscribe, follow along, leave a comment, give it a like. It helps it with the algorithm, which is greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.